So family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes, it's just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, family, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, let's get this one going. So good, fam, we got a nice little head-to-head battle. If you guys have been watching the channel recently, you know I've done a few episodes that have featured the new Jacob Grey TWC-9, including a full review. So make sure you go back and check out that review. But I thought it would be great because I think the natural comp for the Jacob Grey is the Staccato. In terms of price point, you're talking very similar price points. Both the Jacob Grey and the Optic Ready Staccato P, C2, CS, C, they all are at that same kind of $2,500 price point. And so is the Jacob Grey TWC-9. And in terms of the two guns that are most similar in terms of what Staccato offers and the TWC-9, I thought the Staccato C2 was probably the closest comp. And since I have a C2 and the Jacob Grey, I thought it would be great if we could pit these two kind of head to head and see which one is the superior offering. So first off, I'll start off with the Jacob Grey. So let me let you just peruse it a little. Look, fam, I think the Jacob Grey is a very, very attractive gun. Now, this gun that you see here, full disclosure, is a T&E gun. It's a testing gun, and so we will be sending this gun when we're done back to Jacob Grey. We've got that sealing on it. I do have my own Jacob Grey that is on the way, and so be on the lookout for that. But fam, I think for an all metal gun with a really good factory trigger, I'll pull up the trigger pull up there so you guys can see it. Little or no reset. Look, fam, I think it's very, very well done. Now, this is a 4 1/4 inch barrel. Like I said, all metal gun. I love the way the front and rear sights co-witness with the dot on this gun. So that's phenomenal. It's well machined. This is just a very well put together gun. I'll go ahead and put up there so you can see how this gun rated in the 2A-N-LA rating system. But as you can see, fam, it earned high marks. All right, fam, so the gun we're going to be comparing this to, and I think if I'm going to tell you something that really speaks to the regard that I hold this firearm, this is the gun I carry on a daily basis. This is my Staccato C2. Now, obviously, you can tell by the sexiness that you are witnessing that this is not a standard Staccato C2. But I gotta say, fam, the real change in this one in terms of how it operates is that this gun was ported by Monsoon Tactical with that Genghis comp. The Cerakote is just aesthetics. Other than the porting, the gun is the same. Same grip module, same internals, same factory trigger. I haven't changed anything. And that's because, quite frankly, if I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, fam, I don't need to. So Staccato makes a good gun. They got a good trigger. A little bit of take up, crisp, clean break. Look at that reset. I mean, look, man, Staccato has been doing this a very long time. They know what they're doing. They know how to create a great platform. The only thing that I did was port the guns. So let's kind of talk about the differences between these two. Alright fam, if you're kind of looking at them side by side, I'm going to ask you to imagine that the Staccato was not Cerakoted. And I'll put a picture up of what kind of the stock C2 looks like. I think fam, aesthetically, these guns are very, very comparable. You know, I think obviously slide serrations are a little bit different on the two guns. I think they're both attractive. One of the primary differences though between the two guns to me is that the Jacob Grey has an all-metal grip module, and of course Staccato has a polymer grip module. Now what's funny is Staccato's polymer grip module has really been grooved over the years, and it feels great in the hands, as does the Jacob Grey. The only criticism I have of the Jacob Grey, and I don't know if you want to call it a criticism, but is that Jacob Grey has the side of the grip panels are very smooth and very slick. And the thing about that is they did this so that the gun could be concealed carry without you being, you know, especially if you're carrying independence, without you being scraped to death, right, on the side. But it also makes for a slick gun. And you can see, if as you grip it, you know, your fingers are here. So if it's a hot, sweaty day, I think for normal everyday carry, if you have to draw your weapon, I don't think it's going to be a factor. But in terms of range or training on a hot day when you're sweating, it can be a little bit slippery, I think, from that perspective. So I kind of call it a draw. You got a metal grip here, but a little bit slick, a polymer grip here, but very nice feeling in the hands. Obviously, the Staccato is going to shoot a little bit softer because of the porting. The TWC-9 is probably out of the box a little bit softer shooting because it's got a longer barrel and it's a little bit more weighted. I will also say that in terms of concealed carry, let me let you guys check out the grip modules. I think the TWC-9 has a little slimmer grip module. If you can see, the C2 is a chunky thing. It's a little thick thing. Look, fam, y'all know I like them thick. Stop playing with your boy. But anyway, the C2 I think is a little bit thicker, but also a little bit shorter. So 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I think they both can be reasonably carried. These are not P365 XLs by any means, but in terms of carrying, I think very, very comparable and both very doable. But look, fam, a lot of this is talk. Let's get out to the range and see how both of these guns perform kind of side by side. Okay, fam, look, we're back. So look, fam, they both shoot incredible, obviously. I would say as they come out of the box, if I had to choose one and I wasn't going to do anything to either of the guns, then I would say probably the Jacob Grey probably has a slight edge on the C2. Again, the all-metal construction. I think the trigger's a little bit better, but you can't go wrong with either. The way they're constructed here, because you've got that monsoon tactical comp, the C2 is just so soft, shooting. Again though, shorter barrel as well, which is again why I would give the TWC-9 a little bit of advantage there. Now what I really love to see is if this gun were ported, and now I've got two ported guns going head to head. That, and like I said, this is a test gun. This is not my gun, but my gun coming might be ported. I'm not saying anything. I'm not. I mean, anyway, so look, when that occurs, you know, we might have to get these two back on the range again. But look, fam, you can't go wrong either way. Both are great, phenomenal guns. I carry this gun every single day, so that should tell you how much I think of it. I'm looking forward to get my own TWC-9 out there so I can run it. But look, fam, the TWC-9, I think the real conversation here is that the TWC-9 is something that you should be considering. All right, that's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.